Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a brew built around Goliath Daydreamer, which is 4 mana for a 4/4. This is whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you exile it with a dream counter on it, and then whenever it attacks, you get to cast a spell from among the ones with dream counters on it without paying its mana cost. However, if you have things with like adventure on one side and then an enchantment on the other side, or this is another adventure one, or omen on one side and a creature on the other side, you can actually cast the sorcery, the omen sorcery or adventure, and then put it into exile with the Daydreamer, attack, and then cast the other side for free. So we're trying to take advantage of that interaction with this Daydreamer here in the sort of Jund build with these cards. So the Stormbrood can destroy something, but also is a dragon that can destroy artifacts or enchantments. This can do direct damage to a creature without flying, but then you also get a big dragon on the other side, and then this can destroy artifacts or enchantments. One of these, because we have ways of searching up creatures. We've got the Formidable Speaker, but if you need to search up a removal spell for an enchantment or an artifact, you can do that, and then Virtue, the other side, is pretty good to be able to reanimate something every turn, such as your big guys here, or whatever you killed with the other side of this. So that is the kind of combo we're going for. Other cards in the deck are ways to protect the combo, Deep-Cavern Bat and Duress, just so gives you a better chance of this being able to untap with it and attack with it and get your combos going. And then Preacher, just another sort of card that can soak up removal from your opponent or can win the game, you know, on its own, draw cards, create tokens. Just a really good creature. You can even get it out on turn 2 with Llanowar Elves. And then Burst Lightning, just a nice removal spell, direct damage spell. Again, you can copy it with essentially copy it with the Daydreamer, both of these cards as well. So that is the idea of the deck. Let's jump the games and see it in action. A huge thank you to all my viewers who have joined my channel membership. I really appreciate all the support. Members get badges, emotes, and early access to all my videos. Click the link in the description below the video to join and get these perks today. All right, opponent goes first. This hand looks keepable to me. Textbook. Okay, Moon Shadow. All right. So up against a creature deck, that's good. Okay. Just thinking which land to play first. Probably this one, because we're either gonna go Stormbrood or Virtue. Just thinking what we want to do next turn. Let's see. Could do 5 damage. Probably just do Virtue. Or do 5 damage. I mean, do I want to get this off of this or this off of this? Both good value. I could get another Stormbrood with the Speaker, though. Yeah, maybe that's the tie. Alright, got it. And Forsaken Miner. Plus nothing, okay. Alright, we'll go Speaker. Ditch one of these lands, I think. And find... yeah, I think another Stormbrood. We could go this thing if we think they have artifacts or enchantments. Certainly could, but we could go another Daydreamer. Oh, let's get another Stormbrood. And hope this Goliath sticks. Guess if it doesn't, we can also get another one with that. Assuming they have some removal in their hand, though. Yes, they do. Alright. Fair enough. Sephiroth. You're gonna do that before attacking? Okay. Works for me, I guess. Oh, I see, because then they... well, no, they could have still attacked, though. Okay. Well, I really want to get the value out of this thing, so... this might be a mistake, but I'm going to play the Daydreamer. letting Sephiroth live is sometimes not a good idea. But we'll find out. Timeline color, sure. Swing, swing. And not swinging with Sephiroth. They could have something that's like minus, minus. It also just drains me when I'm just gonna go no blocks here. If I killed this, so I just want to try to kill the Sephiroth first. And now, in terms of which creature I'd rather, or which other effect, I guess I could have two of these effects as well, but I think the Stormbrood is a little sweeter right now. Go Stormbrood on Sephiroth. Okay. And attack. Alright. Got the attack in. Now I get my 5/4 flyer. And opponent is confused. That's okay. And then let's do land. Let's see, double. I don't think it really matters which land we play, right? Let's play this one. Go for Speaker. And yeah, they've given up. GG. On to the next one. Okay, opponent goes first. This looks decent. Scryland, okay. We'll go with the elf. And pass. A lot of virtues of persistence. Play the land. Do we even attack? I'm just not going to attack. There are some spells that do damage to a tapped creature, so I really want this elf to live. I'm going to play pretty conservative here. Alright, get the Daydreamer going. Ooh, even Interrupter, okay. Didn't see that one coming, but this looks like a very annoying deck. Spells your opponents cast from exile cost 2 more. I wonder if that changes this thing. They could have like a counterspell thing here too, so play this Verge. Yes, play this. Actually, I probably should have taken this out. Or tried to. Exile target spell becomes plotted. Okay, well. That's fine. I'm gonna just take out both of their guys while they're tapped out. Green. Black. Just because I'm sick of these things. And yeah. Play this next turn for free. Let's see if they have another one. Even Interrupter. Aang? Okay, that's not as bad. I can recast that. You can also just hardcast this thing. If I want to. But I want to get the value. We must get this down. We can just take out this Aang with this. I think it's fine. It'll go into the dream state. And then attack. Why not? Okay. Alright, well, now we can attack with both. I guess. Actually, I want to hardcast this, so I'll keep it back. And yeah, don't even want me to cast that for free, so they give up. Nice. GG. Okay, opponent goes first. This hand looks fine. Painful mana base, but we can go kind of exactly what we want to do. Llanowar Elves into Goliath into our sort of combos with it. Let's see what opponent is playing though. Mono white, maybe? Githkin? Seam Rip, okay. Maybe more of a control type of thing going on then. Okay, tapped. We can do the speaker. Okay, it's like that enchantment deck. Alright, well, can't target that right now. We do this and they have the, I think we go Deep-Cavern Bat just to get the, Sheltered by Ghosts out of their hand if they have that. They do not. Ethereal Armor. Or this gives it Hexproof. And this gives it +1/+1 for each enchantment. This destroys with power 3 or less. Interesting. Kind of both are issues. I think we take the Ethereal Armor. Because if they put Ethereal Armor on this, it's going to be a 4/4 with War 2, and I can't really do anything against that. That's true. Okay. Well, as I said, can't do anything against that. Take the hit. Although I can play this thing out. Actually, I should play this out. I could just get another one of those things, too, to be honest. And just destroy the enchantments and not the thing itself. Okay, we'll go speaker and discard. Let's see. We're going to play the Blood Crypt, so we'll get rid of this Verge. Guess it doesn't really matter. And then could also get a Stormbrood and block it. I kind of just like getting more of these ones, though. Artifacts and enchantments. I could also get this. Both would be pretty good. Could also get a Daydreamer, but I don't think that's what we need right now. How much is this to hardcast? It's 6? Yeah, let's get another Stormbrood. 2 Stormbrood should be pretty darn good here. Alright, up to 15. See what they have. Usually you want to get the Daydreamer, but didn't happen. This card is just very good in general. They're not even going to attack. Okay. Well, cast this. Could get our Llanowar Elves back, too. But I think we just blow up the Ethereal Armor. This can only target creatures. And then, if we attack with this, though, they could flash in that. Not quite worth it. Could attack with a Formidable Speaker, I guess. And make this, as long as it gets hexproof and +1/+1. Alright, so it would just be a 3/3. I mean, if we do a virtue on this and pay the tax, probably not worth it. Okay. I think we can attack with these. See what happens. Alright, very nice. Speaker. And ditch another virtue, I guess. And get... So we could get this thing. Just keep blowing up stuff. Could get the Goliath, but... Or a Deep-Cavern Bat and play it. I kind of like that, actually. Let's do a Deep-Cavern Bat. Force their hand here. Okay, must be just a land in there then. Alright. Well, they got a 3/3 flying Ward 2. And there's a Duress. We could just play this and blow that up. And then attack with everything. Sure. Why not? Maybe we should have just done Duress and then that. But let's just take this out. Another one? Okay, that doesn't really do anything, but sure. It's not first strike, yeah. Okay. We will swing. And should be lethal next turn, right? I can block one of these. Yeah. Alright, sweet, sweet. On to the next one. Okay, going first. I would like the same if I had red mana. Maybe we'll draw into it? Not sure. Not the best hand, but still want more red in here. Especially now that I do that. Alright, we'll go Formidable Speaker, ditch the Burst Lightning. And then... Okay, still don't have red mana, so what do we pick? This? Or probably actually the Preacher or the Cavern? Kind of like Preacher here. Let's go Preacher. If we find one red source, we could actually untap the other one. Untap it with the Speaker. Ooh, Leyline Weaver. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, we can actually play the Goliath because of that interaction. Or we could take out this Leyline Weaver. I'm going to be a little greedy. Red. Let's see. Let me make sure this uses the green to untap it. Then we can do the Goliath. Okay. Well, let's see if this is... I regret not taking this out, but... I have 2 mana. Okay. Well, now we can take out... Let's see, 1, 2, 3... We can do both of these, actually. That's pretty nice. Alright, let's go... Take out the cub. for sure. And swing with these. And then I could play the other side of this, but I'm going to go big or go home here. All right. They gave up. GG. Nice. On to the next one. Okay, opponent goes first. This looks like a keepable hand. We got... Well, we actually... No, Blood Crypt. Yeah, we can Duress on 1. Sure, why not? Why not? See what they got. And nothing to take. Okay. Good old Duress. And then need another land for the speaker. But that's worth taking out. Yeah, we'll do with the burst lightning. Don't think they have... Alright, we found the land. I think they have a counter, probably. So we can go Preacher, or we could go Speaker. I think it will depend on if we hit another land drop. If we don't hit a land drop, I think we'll go Preacher. If we do, I think we'll go Speaker. Well, that's not really a land drop. So let's just get the Preacher going. And then go Speaker. Let's see what they do. Can play the Llanowar Elves as well. Deceit will make me discard. Seems. And then they could use this to draw cards, I guess. Let's see if they have the scam. They didn't when I looked at their hand with the Duress. Takes the speaker, okay. No, just lets that go. Okay. Well, both 18, so I get both abilities here, which is nice. And then Llanowar Elves. And in turn. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Now they have the 4th land, so they can go Roaming Throne. We can kill it and pay the ward, which is nice. Alright, so we'll go 5 damage. And pay. And swing. Alright, there's our Daydreamer. See if we can get some Daydreamer value. Alright, that's... They're going to discard the Wistfulness. Interesting, okay. I don't know if I even, like, really care too much about taking this thing out. I mean, I can with this. Kind of just want to play the Daydreamer. I don't know what they have, though. Because I feel like this is... It could give them an extra mana next turn, but they already have 5 mana. So... Yeah. I think I'll just attack the Preacher. Preacher, and there's a land. Okay, nice. Actually, does that change anything? No, I still can't do... Let's see. Let's hold up the Burst Lightning. Actually, I could play another Llanowar Elves, too. Sure. Why not? Alright. We came here to Daydream, and hopefully that's what we'll do. gonna flip. Get some manas. Ooh, Sunderflock. I see. It's gonna bounce everything. Alright, well, that's annoying. Alright, we'll get the Daydreamer down again and discard Llanowar Elves, I guess. Sure. Well, yeah, that's fine. Alright, well, if we get to untap with this Daydreamer, we're in good shape. I probably should have taken this thing out. But they got a lot of mana. And 3 cards. And some stuff in the graveyard. Love to know what's in their hand. Okay, they gotta copy it. Wow. No, the copy doesn't... Yeah, the copy doesn't trigger its ability. So it's not too scary. Alright, so now we're kind of in business here. We could double take out this Sunderflock with this and then cast the other side. It's probably the play. I mean, I could do this to kill their thing. This can also take out something and play it. But I think let's just do this. Let's see what happens. Yep. Do it again. Guess I could have done Elf plus Burst Lightning, but... Alright, more swinging, and we are casting the other side. Which should hopefully be pretty darn good right here. Puts him down to 5. I guess, no. But we can get back to Siege. Any of those. Flips. Okay. See what they got. 2 mana. Bunch of mana available. Gonna copy that again. Okay. Draw some cards. We can get another Virtue of Persistence. If we want to. But anything we get... I guess I could name... this is a triggered ability. I'm gonna play Deceit. Bounce that. I see. Okay. Fair enough. This could be 4 damage. Swings swings down to 9. So I need to do something against the flyers here, I guess. Does any of this do anything for me? It's just 5/5, a 6/5. Down to 9. There's nothing I can do against the flyers, I guess. Roving Throne. They're at 5. Yeah, I think we just lose here. Oh, okay. Still alive, actually. Yes, have to play this to survive. So I can jump in the air. And then we can take this thing out, I guess. But it would be nice to... So I jump in the air. They just have lands, I guess. This can flip for mana. That doesn't really matter right now, actually, but... So maybe the elf is better? Okay, we'll go elf. And... pass the turn. So they don't have anything, then, I mean, yeah, they get more mana. They swing out, then I can get them with the Deceit on the swing back. Depends on what they top decked, I guess. It's unfortunate the Duress whiffed there. Alright, they give up. GG. On to the next one. Alright, opponent goes first. Well, these verges are super awkward. Let's, I guess, mulligan this. And keep. Put back one of these virtues, maybe? Or the burst lightning, because we can't cast it at all. Anyways. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Interesting. Ooh, Blood Crypt. Okay, that was a good draw. Stomping Ground. Okay. Well, can do this Verge and play the Elf. Let's see what they do. Sear it. Okay, well. Better that than the Daydreamer. Earthbender Ascension. So, could be a landfall deck, could be some sort of... Could destroy this. Don't really think there's a point in doing that. Yeah, I'll just pass. I mean, it would save us a little bit of life. But I don't think this 2/2 force is going to make the difference here. I mean, it could. Certainly could. Might have been worth it to use one of the virtues on it, actually. Just want to save them for after the Daydreamer gets down. Well, actually, yeah, having a target for this is nothing either. Oh, okay, this is a landfall type of thing going on. Okay. Alright, so let's get the Daydreamer going if we can. And see what happens. Ooh, Ice Till Explorer, nice. That's going to give them a bunch of landfall. Well, we could take out the Ice Till. I really want to take out this nursery, though. That's going to be a huge problem. Yeah, this land... Definitely regretting not taking out the land. Let's see, what's in the yard? An Ice Till. Another nursery? Whoa. Okay. That's impressive. Alright. Not winning this one, I don't think. Even though we can try. I mean, we can take out something and attack. Could double virtue this thing, and that's kind of the only play we have, to be honest. Like, these are just gonna win no matter what. Power 3 or less. Yeah. Guess we could have done that too. But I don't know. if anything we do is really going to matter here. Not as good a hand as they had. Can swing. Cast the other side of this thing. But, yeah. Not gonna matter. I'm just gonna let it happen. Okay. This is probably enough to win here. Let's swing back. I'm at 24. Yeah, very good. Let him take me out. 4. And yeah, the land mattered exactly. Alright, GG. Hello, welcome back to the wrap-up for our Goliath Daydreamer combo with these sorcery adventures and omen combo. This is pretty cool. Had some opponents just kind of scoop to the value you get out of this, which is pretty cool to see. You know, deck is pretty decent. All these cards are good on their own. You know, these are just good removal spells on their own that you might play, but with the Daydreamer you get tons of extra value from them. So, I don't know, maybe there's something to this. I mean, this card is just kind of a 4-mana 4/4 if you don't have anything else going on, but it can generate a lot of value, and definitely did in some of the games. Had about a little above 50% win rate in ranked with this, so it was okay, not bad. Definitely felt like it was hard to play against control decks, and much better against aggro decks, just because you're running so much removal here, and if you don't really have targets for these. The deck is not great, but you do have some discard to kind of help against control. But you could kind of, you know, tweak the numbers if you wanted to, depending on the metagame, and go from there. There's some other cards I was considering. I'll just show my sideboard here, because when I was building this deck, you can actually use these double-sided cards, Hustle, Flotsam, this is another Omen Dragon, some other adventures and omens. You could even do like blue for Meringue River Regent. I considered that. That would be pretty good if you had a Daydreamer and you played Meringue, and then you got a free Meringue River Regent on the other side. And then Virtuous Strength also. This one would require a lot more, like the mana base, you'd have to do all basics basically, because this only double or triples the mana basics, but you could create some sort of combo with that and the Daydreamer, or Cease and Desist. You can also cast the other side for free. So some interesting combos with this guy. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other ideas or any thoughts for the combo. Really appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.